Hello guys and welcome back to another automotive review, and today I'm driving the Audi e-tron GT RS. It's one of the most powerful EV by Audi. It gets a 93 kilowatt battery pack which produces 530 bhp of power and 630 newton meters of torque. So it's sad to say that I have got this car just for a day, but I would really like to tell you all how it feels to drive and what are the features it has. And today I'm driving this e-tron GT RS on the Bandra Worli Sea Link. So before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe our channel Autopedia 360 on YouTube, and also do follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Welcome back guys. So this is the Audi e-tron RS GT and this is the key for it. It gets a lock, unlock and the button to open the boots. So straight up, let's open the front boot. As there is no engine, here you get a 85 liters of storage space. This is the warning triangle here, and in this bag is the charging cable. So let me show it to you. Yeah, so this is the charging cable. You can charge the car with the fast charger in just 3 hours from 0 to 100, and a standard charger will take you around 6 hours to charge it from 0 to 100. And here you get some storage space. It's Porsche written here. You also get some storage space here. This is your towing hook, and this is the place where your washer fluid goes in. You don't need to slam the bonnet, rather you press it and slowly and it closes off. At the bottom you see is the panel for the ADAS, which is available only for the international variants, and here is the front camera which you can see, and the front parking sensors, the towing hook which is here, and the grille is quite nice and it has lots of cuts and creases. Here is the functional air curtain which you can see, and the headlamps are absolutely beautiful. These are the optional laser lights and the lashes look really very nice, and the DRLs which you can see here. This is the dynamic swipe indicators which looks awesome. There is a U-shaped design element on the bonnet which might be for the aero design. Overall the front end looks super duper awesome. Now coming to the side profile of this car, the overall length of this car is just under 5 meters and the height is 1410 mm and the wheelbase is 2900 mm. The size of the front tire is 20 inch and I personally like this aero optimized alloy design. It really looks damn awesome on the car. And here is the charging port. The Audi e-tron RS GT gets a 93 kilowatt charging battery, and so here if you look, it has this 360 degree camera just below the ORVM. So if you look at the side profile, you might think it is too low, but it gets an air suspension which will increase the ride height and which will be enough to clear the speed breaker. And the sloping roof of this car will remind you of the Porsche Taycan. Now coming to the rear profile of this car, I love the tail lamp design which has a light bar which now connects both the tail lamps and the dynamic swipe indicators. Here is the rear view camera of the e-tron GT, and this is the spoiler which raises up once you cross the 80-kilometer speed limit. At the bottom is the sort of diffusion treatment which you see here. This is the parking sensor which you see here, and the e-tron GT badging and the RS badging. Now let's open the boot. It's a electrically powered tailgate, and here the boot space is 405 liters with another 85 liters in the front. There is some storage space here, a 12-volt charging socket, and a cubby hole to keep your things. This is the button to shut the power tailgate. It closes very nice and smooth. Let's check out the rear interiors, and the first thing you notice is that this car doesn't get soft closed doors. And here is the Bang & Olufsen sound system, your power window controls, and it has one touch up down for all the windows, and there is a very small storage compartment here, and these frameless doors which look really nice and sporty. The seats are 60-40 split seats, which you can see here, to increase the extra boot space, and all three passengers get adjustable headrest, although I doubt the middle passenger would be able to sit comfortably with that huge AC unit and the tunnel protruding all the way out. It gets a 3-zone climate control, and let's check. Yeah, and the dash looks very futuristic with those angular cuts and creases, and it shares quite a few elements with the Porsche Taycan. And here is the Isofix child mounts and your center armrest with twin cup holders. The seating position here is little low, and the knee room and leg room is okay, not great. And here is the adjustable seat belt, the grab handle, and the cabin light, and it gets this massive moonroof or sunroof which cannot be opened though, and lots of hard plastics which you can see. There is no magazine pocket here, and I like the way these design elements have been made with this angular cuts and creases. It's amazing. And under thigh support is okay, not good. Overall, the rear seat comfort is not that great, but okay. Let's check out the front interiors of this car. This frameless windows really look very cool on this car and gives it a sporty look. You have your power window controls, the controls for your ORVM, and here is the button to open the tailgate, and here is the button to open the front bonnet. I mean, who puts that button there? And it says e-tron here. The front seats are electrically powered, and the seats are really nice and comfortable. The e-tron gets this flat bottom steering wheel which is very sporty and nice to hold on. Here you have the controls for the phone, your voice command, and these are the controls to browse the front screen here. And it has various information like your FM, your node, your navigation, your drive assist. You can also customize this display here by going in the display settings, the Audi virtual cockpit. So you get this 3 modes: classic, sport, and e-tron mode. And right now it's on the classic mode, and if you press on the sports, you get this red accents here instead of that green, and the e-tron mode, and it completely changes to the sports mode. This screen here, which is a 10.1-inch infotainment system, it has many other features like your radio, media, telephone, the navigation here. Yeah, it gets a full screen navigation. Also, it has your settings, and in the vehicle settings you have the general. You can control your display and brightness settings, your sound settings, the entertainment. Let's check out the sound of this car with the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Yeah, so With this button you can control the sound of the music system. You can, that's too loud. You can also pause the music with this button. Overall the sound quality of the system is also very good. And if you go in the car option, here you can get the charging efficiency, which shows you how much your battery percentage is. Right now it's at 68%, and it also has the efficiency test on both automatic and manual variant. And these are the lights and vision. Here you get this exterior lighting, background lighting, rain sensors, and this is the Audi Drive Select, wherein you can customize your driving style. Right now it's on comfort. You get the efficiency, dynamic and individual, where you can again customize it. Also you have the parking aid and your seat settings, with which you can get a seat massage function. Also the display for your reverse camera, which I can show you here. Yeah, and here it gets multiple views, a total of 7 views. Your rear tire view, the front tire view, the rear view, and a wider view of the rear side, and the top end view. And this is the front view, tight, and again this is a little more tighter view of the front. It also has this 3D function and the 360-degree camera. The touch feel of the screen is very impressive, and the graphics are also very impressive, and it is very seamless to use. There is no lag in the touch screen. Just below the infotainment system, here is the seat ventilation button, the defogger buttons, and the AC buttons, which are physical here, which you can see. And this is the seat ventilation button, and here there is another seat ventilation button, your rear defogger, and these are the AC vents. These are the drive selection button, the traction control button, hazard warning lamp, parking sensor button, and your start stop button. Some space to keep your coins and mobile. And this is the gear lever selector and the electronic parking brake. This is the button to control your music system by changing the songs to increase the sound of the volume. And your twin cup holders. You also have some storage space here, and there is a glove box. The space here is decent, and the sun blind with the vanity mirror and lamp, the rear view mirror, and your cabin lamps. So the seats are also very beautifully crafted, and they are really nice and comfortable. Overall, the quality of materials used in the e-tron RS GT is very impressive, and you get this nice ambient lighting setup here, which you can see. So you have so many angular cuts and creases. Look at this design, which is awesome. So that's it guys for this Audi e-tron interior and exterior. Now let's take it for a drive and see how it feels to drive. Driving this car convinces me that it's a proper RS. From that impressive acceleration and sense of speed is amazing, showing why it is Audi's most powerful car. The GT RS gets a 646 bhp of power and 830 Newton meters of torque, which is available to you. Audi claims it can do a 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. This car keeps on pulling, and it pulls really hard, and that's why it's the most powerful Audi produced. All the power comes from a 93 kilowatt battery pack, which powers two motors, one on the front axle and the other one on the rear axle. The e-tron gets a 2-speed gearbox. The first gear is short, which helps you get off faster, and the second gear comes in when you are above the 3-digit figure. The gearbox is seamless. The 93 kilowatt battery helps the e-tron GT RS to get a claimed range of 481 kilometers, but I feel the realistic number would be around 350. Coming to the braking power, the e-tron GT RS gets all 4 disc brakes, and those big calipers give the GT an impressive stopping power. The e-quattro system is also a much heard name in the Audi circles. It's an impressive system which figures out where the torque needs to go, and it is extremely responsive. You don't need to worry a lot for the grip. The steering is also light and is convenient to use in the city. But being an RS, I would rather take it out on a highway and enjoy the driving experience. The ride quality is very impressive as it gets the adaptive air suspension, which means you can set up the car the way you want, as it gets 3 driving modes. The suspension cushions all the bumps really well. In the end, I can say that the e-tron GT RS can be used as your daily driver as it gets all the features, it's user friendly, you get this fantastic cabin. So that's it for this Audi e-tron GT RS. For more automotive content, please subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.